Hello students, how are you? Here we study about the exercise 1.1 and 1.2, and today we are going to learn about exercise 1.3 and onwards. Okay, so let's begin with exercise 1.3. Okay, listen student, I will not write the whole statement for the any numerical. Okay, you have to just watch your book. I will just write the important point for the given numerical. First, 1.3 exercise. In this exercise, students, we have to find the dimension of given ratio, and the given ratio is k e square upon g me mp. Okay, students. In this case, they give us the ratio of k e square upon g me mp. Okay, we have to find the dimension of this ratio. So, students, if you remember that the electric force Fe, that is equal to what? K and charge E square. Okay, here we are writing E square instead of Q1 and Q2 because they give us charge of electron, and in the square in the denominator square of distance. So from this equation we can write k e square, that is equal to what? F into r square. Okay, now another one, we know the formula of gravitational force, that is what? G m1 m2, but instead of m1 m2 they give us mass of electron and mass of proton, so me mp upon r square. So from this equation we can write G me mp, that is equal to also f g r square. Okay, student. So from this both 1 and 2 equation we can say that k e square upon g me mp, that is equal to f into r square upon l into r square. Okay, no doubt student, here the force is electric and here gravitational force, but the dimension of any force remains same. So what happened here, we can say that the dimension of force is m1 l1 t minus 2, and r square means distance, radius, sorry, r square means distance, and the distance dimension is l, but here square of distance, so we will write l square. In the denominator we have same thing, that means m1 l1 t minus 2 l2. Okay, so what we get? We get 1. Okay, so that means the for given ratio dimension is 1. Okay, now we have to find the value for this ratio. So value for this ratio will give us the ratio of electric force and gravitational force, G me mp. Okay, so k means 9 into 10 raised to 9 into E, that is charge of electron is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19, and square of it. Okay, G means gravitational constant, that is 6.67 into 10 raised to 11. Me means mass of electron, that is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31, into mp means mass of proton, that is 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 27. Okay, student, so if you simplify this yourself, you have to do it yourself. Okay, so you will get the answer in something into 10 raised to 39. Okay, students, so it doesn't have any unit because it's a ratio. Okay, so here you get the answer 10 into 10 raised to 39. So you can say that the gravitational electric force is much more than gravitational force. Okay, that is of 10 raised to 39 times greater than the gravitational force. This is the exercise 1.3, in which you have to find the dimension of and the value of it, and value gives us the how much time electric force is greater than gravitational force, and that is 10 raised to 39 times. Okay student, this is the example 1.3. Now we will see about example 1.4. Okay students, in exercise 1.4 they ask to explain about quantization. That is actually I already explained in my theory video, where actually quantization is what? It is the charge of any body, that is in Q. So Q is integer multiple of fundamental charge, and fundamental charge E is the charge of electron. So quantization, which actually I already explained. Okay, and in second case they ask that why we ignore this quantization for macroscopic body. So for macroscopic body you can see that the n will be much greater than for smaller particle or smaller body, because for macro particle or macro body n will be much greater. So we can ignore this quantization in a macroscopic body. Exercise 1.5. Okay, so in exercise 1.5 they ask that glass rod and silk. In exercise 1.5 they ask that what happens if a glass rod is rubbed with silk cloth. So obviously we can say that when glass rod rubbed with silk cloth, that some electron transfer from glass rod to silk. So in this case electron transfer from rod to cloth, means glass rod to silk cloth. Okay, so in this case we can say that exact electron transfer from rod to cloth, that is conservation of charge. Okay, here exactly number of electron transfer what the cloth gets, that is conservation of charge. Nothing more. Actually it is the topic which I already explained in theory portion. So if you don't remember it, go to my initial video and watch that again. Okay, in exercise 1.6. okay, in exercise they show that there are 4 points A, B, C, D. Okay, so A have 2 microcoulomb charge, B have minus 5 microcoulomb charge, C have 2 microcoulomb charge, D has minus 5 microcoulomb charge, and they ask find the net force on 1 microcoulomb charge which is placed at the center of this square. Okay, so you can see from the figure that from force due to these 2 microcoulomb charge is in this direction. Okay, and force from these 2 microcoulomb charge is in this direction. So as similar, force from this microcoulomb charge is this direction, and force from this microcoulomb charge is in this direction. Okay, so from this figure what we can say? We can say that the force due to A is equal to force due to C but minus because direction is different opposite, so force due to A equal to force due to C but minus exactly force due to B that is equal to force due to D but minus because both have opposite direction. So in this case, if we have to find the net force, so net force will be what? That is FA plus FB plus FC plus FD. So we can write here FA plus FB. Now instead of FC, we can write minus FA plus instead of FD we can write minus FB. So we get the answer 0. Okay. So this is the example exercise 1.6 in which you have to find the net force on the charge placed in center of square, and the net force will be 0 because the every opposite side applied same force but in opposite direction. Okay, you can understand like this. If we have to find the net force on the center and we are applying same force from both the sides, then the net force on this center will be 0. Exactly things happen here. Okay. Now we see exercise 1.7. In 1.7, they ask about the electric field line. This is another theoretical and numerical. Okay. In this numerical, they ask that why this electric field lines is continuous. So to understand, just see this. If this is the direction of electric field and you from any place of electric field, suppose we are taking this place, at this point if we put any charge, then this charge will what? This charge feel any force. Okay, but due to this force, what happened? This charge cannot be transferred from here to here directly. It will go this way. Okay, so this is the continuous way. So electric charge go to one place to another place by continue traveling. So electric field line doesn't have any. It means electric field line is continuous. And another thing is why electric field line not intersect with each other. Suppose we take that electric field line intersect at any point. So at this point electric field line have two direction at the same point. That is not possible. So electric field line doesn't intersect with each other. This is exercise 1.7. Now we see exercise 1.8. Okay, in 1.8 exercise they give us two charge 3 microcoulomb, 2b that is minus 3 microcoulomb, and they are separated by 20 centimeters. So R will be 20 centimeter. So obviously this is centimeter, so you have to convert it into meter. That will be 20 by 100, so 0.2 meter. And you have to find the electric field at center and electric force for charge 1.5 10 raised to minus 19. That is also on center. Okay, so now we are first drawing figure for this condition. QA, that is 3 microcoulomb, and QB at another point where -3 microcoulomb charge. Okay, both are separated by 0.2 meter. Okay, now at the center, okay, we are taking the center O. We have to find electric field. Okay, so here we have to find electric field. Now see, from due to A charge, electric field at O is in the direction of B, because this is a positive charge, so direction will be outwards. So here direction due to A charge will be in the direction of B, and at the center direction of electric field due to B charge will also in the direction of B. So EB, direction of electric field due to A and due to B, both are in the same direction. Okay, because one charge is positive and one charge is negative. Now we have to find the electric field at center O. So total electric field will be EA plus EB. So electric field will be K Q upon R square plus K Q. This is for A charge, this is for B charge, upon R square. Okay, now at the center distance will be what? So we are taking this as center, so distance from A to center will be 0.1 meter, and from B to center that is also 0.1 meter. So here K is 9 into 10 raised to 9 into QA charge, so that is 3 microcoulomb minus 6 upon R square, that is R equal to 0.1, so 0.1 square plus for B charge K 10 raised to 9 into 10 raised to 9, B is 3 into 10 raised to minus 6 upon distance will also same for B charge, so 0.1 square. So here 2 into 9 into 10 raised to 9 into 3 into 10 raised to minus 6 upon 0.1 square. So this will be 10 raised to minus 2. See, 0.1, that is what? 1 by 10, that is 10 raised to minus 1, and 10 raised to minus 1, sorry, 0.1 square, that is 10 raised to minus 1 square, so that will be 10 raised to minus 2. Okay, so now you have to simplify yourself and find the answer for this electric field. Okay students, and in another case you have to put the charge on the center. Okay, so when you put the charge on the center, at the charge at the center 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 9. So force will be what? Force will be Q into E, charge into electric field, that will give you force. So you have to put the value of 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 9 into electric field which you get from here. Suppose we get the x, so sorry, we get any value. Okay, so this blank will be applied here and find the answer of force. Okay, so from this way you can solve this numerical exercise 1.8. Now we will see about the exercise 1.9. In exercise 1.9, we have two charge and we have system of charge QA, that is 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 5 charge, coulomb charge, and QB is minus 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 5 coulomb, and the position vector for QA will be 0, 0, minus 15, and position vector for P will be 0, 0, plus 15. And we have to find net charge and dipole moment. Okay, see, here we have two charge having same value but opposite sign, okay, and they are separated by some distance, so we can find the net charge, okay. This is actually dipole having distance 30 centimeter, okay, but they don't give us directly. Now we have to find also dipole moment. So first we will draw the figure for it. Okay. X, Y, Z. Okay, so if you don't want to draw it, it's okay, but if you draw the figure you can understand easily. In position vector for QA, that is minus 15, okay, in Z direction. So this is Z direction and this is minus Z direction. So at here 0, 0, minus 50, and here 0, 0, plus 50. Okay, this is for B and this is for A charge. Now we have to find the net charge. Okay, so net charge will be QA plus QB. So QA is 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 7 plus, but instead of plus here charge is negative, so we apply negative 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 7, so answer will be 0. But for dipole moment is what? Dipole moment P equal to Q into 2A. So we have to find the separation between two charge. So 2A will be what? So 2A will be RB minus RA. So RB is 0, 0, 15 minus 0, 0, minus 15. So answer will be 0, 0, and 15 minus minus plus 30. So 2A, value of 2A is under root 0 square plus 0 square plus 30 square. Okay, so answer will be 30. So here we have charge Q is 2.5 into 10 raised to minus 7 into separation between them is 30. So answer will be 75 into 10 raised to minus 7. Okay, you can simplify as per your convenience, but this is exercise 1.9. Now we will see exercise 1.10, that is also easy and numerical. In exercise 1.10, they give us a value for dipole moment. Dipole moment, and that is 4 into 10 raised to minus 9. Coulomb into meter. Electric field E is 5 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per coulomb, and angle between them theta is 30 degree, and you have to find torque. Okay, so student, you should remember the formula for torque. Okay, torque equal to P cross E. So the value of torque will be P E sin theta. So here we have value for all the given terms. P will be 4 into 10 raised to minus 9, E will be 5 into 10 raised to 4, and sin theta means sin angle is 30, so sin 30. So here 5 into 4, 20 into 10 raised to 9 minus 9 and 10 raised to plus 4, that is 10 raised to minus 5 into 1 by 2. So answer will be 10 into 10 raised to minus 5. So that is 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 4. That is the answer for exercise 1.10. Okay students, so for today let's finish us. Okay, from next lecture we will continue about the exercise 1.11 and onwards. Till then, keep studying. Bye bye.